Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I do thank you all for watching, and I thank all my subscribers. And this morning, I am heading off to Texas Parks and Wildlife. It's about 10 miles from here, so I'm going to drive down there and go talk to those folks and see what we have to do to get this boat registered. And I'm not going to take the camera inside the office because it is a government office, and it's a state government office, and sometimes they're a little bit funny about you bringing cameras into those places. So, like I said, I'm just going to leave the camera in the truck. But yeah, let's head down that way and see what we got to do about getting the TX numbers on this boat. I'll see you here in a moment. Okay, so here we are, Texas Parks and Wildlife. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yep, like I said, I'm going to leave the camera in the truck. I know sometimes in government buildings they can be a little bit touchy about you bringing cameras in. So, all right, another milestone. Here we go. I'm going to see what all kind of hoops I'm going to have to jump through to get this boat registered. So, all right, I'll be back in a minute. We'll see. Okay, so I just got back to my truck here. And it looks like it's going to be a fairly straightforward process. It's not going to be anything, really overly complicated. The only thing is the boat does have to be inspected by one of the game wardens, and they only do that, the lady said, a couple of times a month. And they will give me a call. You have to kind of just like give them your number, and then they'll call you for to set up a date. And so now we just have to go and wait on that. But there is a minimum equipment list. I'm sure I'm going to have to go buy a fire extinguisher because it does have outboard, and we're carrying gasoline for the outboard, and may have to get some kind of a noise making device, horn, whistle, whatever. I'm sure that's going to be on that list too. I haven't looked at it just yet. But anyway, I'll go over that list, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when I get back to the house. I'm getting ready to leave the game warden Parks and Wildlife office right now. So we will see you back at the house. Okay, folks, I'm back at the house now, and I picked this up down at the Parks and Wildlife office. It is a required safety equipment, and I'll just have to go over that list and make sure we have everything we need. Don't have a fire extinguisher. I will probably have to go and buy one and attach it to the boat somehow, some way. And there's some other stuff here that I think a sound producing device, whistle or horn, and I can see that the camera is not focusing on that fine print, but I'm just reading it off to you. Lights, we have lights. Pretty much everything else here, I think we meet the criteria for a boat under 16 feet in length. This is a 14.5-foot boat, so the list that's on that far left column right there, and again, I know you can't see that, but it's really just a minimum amount of equipment that I have to have for a boat this size, and that's good. So we'll get all that squared away. Then I'll probably have to call them back and set up a date to go have the boat inspected by the game warden. I left them my name and number. I'm not going to hold my breath for that. This is a government office we're dealing with here. And so, like I said, I'll probably call them here in a couple of weeks and see if they have set another date for doing these boat inspections. So until then, we're kind of just waiting on them. All right, folks, I will see you later. Well, all right, I'm back. And lo and behold, just like that, I did get a call from Parks and Wildlife, and I have an appointment set up for tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. I'm going to trailer the boat down there to that Texas Parks and Wildlife office, and we're going to get the inspection done, and hopefully soon we'll have our registration numbers on the boat. So with that said, I've just been out here this morning taking care of a few last minute items. Need to do some cleanup because again it was starting to turn into a little bit of a catch-all there, but let me show you right here what's going on at the back of the transom here. I posted that little short YouTube video here not too long ago asking if I should bolt the outboard to the transom, and most of you said yes, by all means bolt it, at least one bolt on each side, and that's what I did. I've got a bolt here and a bolt right here, so I did go ahead and take your advice and bolt the motor to the transom. Also, let me move forward. I went on ahead and hooked up my battery and got the battery connections made right here, and the only thing I need to do now is just go get some fuses. And really this is just kind of a safe way to disconnect the battery. Just keep the fuses pulled until you need it. So anyway, I'll get that taken care of here in a little while. I don't have any of those little blade type fuses. I've got to go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or somewhere and pick up some of those, but minor issue. So hopefully, once we get this taken care of in the morning, we'll have our numbers on the boat here soon. And when I get back from Parks and Wildlife office, I'll let you know how that went. So we'll see you then. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, rub rails are done. Okay, that's all for now. Okay folks, the day has come. I am on my way to Parks and Wildlife to get this boat inspected, and hopefully here pretty quick we'll have the numbers on it. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm still on my way to the Parks and Wildlife office, and I've been watching the trailer, been watching the outboard, just to make sure it's not bouncing around. That was one of the reasons why I posted that video about bolting that outboard to the transom, because I noticed the first time I took this trailer and boat combo out for a spin, it seemed like it was bouncing around quite a bit. And it looked like the outboard was actually moving around quite a bit. So yeah, we got that taken care of, and it looks like it's a lot more stable. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't want people behind me to think I'm recording them for some reason, but it's not moving around near as much. And of course, the trailer being light, it does tend to bounce on some of these rougher roads, but all in all, it looks like it's behaving a whole lot better than it did that first time I took it out. And I think, yes, bolting the outboard to the transom, I think that did help. And also, I strapped the lower unit to the trailer, and just to kind of keep that outboard from bouncing whenever we go over some of these rough roads here, some of these potholes and whatever. And there's just a lot of free play in the linkage there, where that outboard mounts to the transom. Of course, the motor itself doesn't bolt directly to the boat. It's got that linkage that it's attached to, and then that linkage attaches to the transom. I'll show you that later. I'm trying to drive, but anyway, we're almost there. We're probably, I'd say we're about maybe 2 miles from the Parks and Wildlife office. So I need to concentrate on my driving, so let me get back to that. All right, we'll talk to you later. Well, okay folks, just like that, we're done. And everything happened so fast, I did not even have time to set up my camera and record all that. I mean, it was whiz bang. And I walked into the office and presented my paperwork, and they were out here like within seconds. And yeah, we're done. We're legal. All I have to do is get those numbers. Whoops, sorry about that. Camera went off to the side there for a second. But all I have to do now is get those text numbers painted on there. I have the numbers here on this paperwork. And so, yeah, we're ready to go. And we've got our tag here. It's basically the serial number plate that they assign right there. We are good to go. We are ready to put this boat in the water. All right, folks, I am excited. I don't know if you can tell or not, but yeah, I'm excited. This is a major milestone right here. So I'm going to head back to the house, and like I say, we're going to go ahead and get those numbers painted on there, and we'll be good to go. And all we're going to do then is just wait for some good weather next time I have a day off. Most of this day is going to be shot, and I have to go back to work tomorrow. But yeah, next time we have some decent weather on my days off, yeah, we're heading to the lake. All right, folks, I'll see you back at the house. All right, there's that paperwork that I showed you just a little while ago. And we are back at the house, and the boat is back up in the garage. And man, that was easy. And it was way easier than what I expected. You know, anytime you're dealing with a government office, whether it's a city, county, state, federal, whatever, I mean, you know, that can go either way. But this was a very, very good experience today. Hats off to Texas Parks and Wildlife. I mean, man, that was like I said, that was quick, fast, easy, whiz, bang. Here you go, and we were done and out of there. And so, like I said, again, hats off to Texas Parks and Wildlife and to the two game wardens who did the inspection on the boat. So, all that's left now is to apply those numbers to the bow of the boat and get it out to the water. So that's a good place to stop this video. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. I thank all of you for coming along with me on this trip. I thank all my subscribers. I thank you all for watching. And as I always say, in all things, to Christ be the glory, and we will see you in the next video.